Oh, we got beans on the stove. We've got heat outside. Went on a long ride to de-stress from all this. But we're going to jump right into politics and the environment. Let's go over to the board and see what we're talking about here. Freedom gas. So the U.S. has come up with a new phrasing to make fossil fuels sound better than they really are. The U.S. is now going to call natural gas freedom gas. Not that natural gas was much better. It sounded so pretty and natural. But natural gas, or LNG, is a disaster waiting to happen. It puts out just as much CO2 and methane as regular fossil fuel. But yet we're flipping over to it, trying to dupe the sheep into thinking that it's a better gas than anything we have present. The U.S. is now converting natural gas into LNG. They do that by freezing it down to very, very cold temperature, and then it turns into a liquid and then is pumped into a ship and doesn't have pressure like natural gas does. So it's safer to transport it over the ocean that way. The problem is that the conversion from natural gas in a gas form to a liquid and back into a gas form means that you lose much of the gas in the process. And a lot of it is methane and other dust and acid gas and other things that are released into the atmosphere, adding to even more pollution. But not only that, but then you have to pay for the fuel to get the gas over to Europe. Then once it gets to Europe, they lose a bunch more of it, converting it back into a gaseous form. So it's a very, very inefficient way for transporting natural gas and should not be used. But the U.S. says that they are going to increase production of fossil fuel natural gas by 65% so that they can export freedom gas to Europe. Lord, it's enough to make you just want to throw up, doesn't it? But not only are the sheeple being fooled, but the House Democrats are being fooled. They passed H.R. 1616, which allocates $580 million of federal U.S. funds going over to Europe for 2 years for development in Europe for gas development. It's a damn shame. People are so busy doing their thing. They're so easily duped into rebranding of things that are bad, such as freedom gas. Which is really fossil fuel gas, which will add to our demise. And it's only going to add to it just as fast. You can develop that or any other fossil fuels as fast as you can. You're still going to come out with the same results. Increased CO2, increased methane, the land being destroyed by fracking and other methods of getting the gas, the flaring of the gas into the atmosphere, which also puts more CO2 into the atmosphere. Natural gas is as big a bullshit story as it's ever been. You people are getting the wool pulled right over your eyes. Don't believe it. Ignore what the idiots are saying and protest this nonsense over in Europe. While you're protesting, starting on Monday, the orange barrage balloon is going to come over to Europe, over to the UK, and have a visit with his whole family, no doubt, coming over to hobnob with the Queen and all. What do you people think about that? Are you going to let this happen? Have one of the world's most destructive people ever to walk the planet come over to the UK? You're going to pollute the soil of the UK with the Orange Man? Really? I know you're not allowed to protest anywhere near them, but if you don't protest somewhere, somehow, you're going along with this, and you are just part of the problem, whether you like it or not. I know I'm a bit harsh sometimes, but reality is what reality is. Ignore the bullshit of freedom gas. Show up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to show your unappreciation of the Orange Man coming to the UK. Everyone on the planet should be protested every day, because this orange man brings the most hideous things to life